Welcome to another episode of the Most Sports Show. I'm your host, Hayden Haynes, and joining me this week is Seth Killen and
Here.
a new guest, Tanner McReynolds. Welcome, Tan.
What is up, guys?
Let's start. Let's
Hey.
start by
Hey,
getting Tanner's fandom out the way. Let them know, Tanner, who your teams are in the NFL and college, and then tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
okay. So yeah, real winner. So Mississippi State fan. So that's awesome. And Carolina Panthers
This guy's the
There
keep
we
biggest
go.
winner.
pounding.
Yeah. Hey,
But
it's looking up. It's looking
it's
up.
up. It honestly, we are looking up. And I'm not sure if you talk too much about others, but go Bravos and then
Yeah, yeah.
Celtics. So I do have a ship
Nice.
here as of recently.
There you go.
But
You and
Do.
Cody are on the Celtics team, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, I remember I had the big four poster up. That was what's up.
Yeah.
So it was nice to win one because I only lose.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You have the Braves. They won a couple years ago. I'm a
We
Braves
did win
fan
one.
too, so it's been nice. This year's been horrible, but
Horrible.
I literally stopped watching the Braves this year because I just couldn't keep up. But yeah. So welcome, Tan. It's gonna be fun this week's. Obviously without Cody, but we did gain a new member. Tanner is gonna be on here as much as he can for the rest of the season, hopefully, and same with guys like Brett that have been on, and Jay and other people like that. So
Yeah,
it'll be fun. We get a lot of people in here. I'm sure we're gonna be due for a massive episode with like Jack and Braxton,
that'll be lit.
whoever. But
Yeah.
should be fun talking about NFL and college, but I think we'll definitely gravitate more towards NFL once we get more people in here. But for sure, still want to keep up with some college because it is, our bread and butter for, me and Cody for sure. But I love NFL just like I do football or call college football too. So we'll get right into it. Obviously, today we're going to try to just knock out the biggest games. Week two is a little bit weaker for college football. We are going to talk Baylor, SMU. We're also going to do Iowa versus Iowa State, and then we're going to finish out with the college game day game, which this week it is Michigan at Oklahoma. And then NFL, we got the whole week one slate. We're finally here, boys. We
We're
got it.
finally
We're
here.
back.
I'm lit.
Uh, I'm so hyped. Starting tomorrow, by the way. So when the pod drops, it will be that day. So if you're
Dude,
listening, it will be tonight. Cowboys at Eagles.
man,
We'll do
so
that.
many fantasy players tomorrow.
Dude,
So many fantasy players.
So
come on.
many. I have at least two in every league I'm in.
Yeah.
Yep. And one of those is on
Um.
Hayden's head.
Yeah. I have
Hmm.
I have CD in the eight or the Twizzies, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're both on
Mm-hmm.
I'm
that.
I let him go.
It's all right. Look, man. Then what we're gonna do the Brazil game. This is Friday night, so we got that this year again. I think last year was Packers and Eagles, and then this year it's Chiefs and Chargers. So big AFC
Yeah.
West showdown. We'll get into that. Also, final. I think the big Sunday night game everybody's gonna want to see is obviously Ravens and Bills rematch from the AFC, semifinals, and I think that that's going to be a good one. But I do feel like this is a good week one for NFL. Week two for
Mm-hmm.
college is not as strong. Either way, though, we got ball back. I'm not complaining. I am. If Cody was here, I know. Also, Cody might be ducking that smoke. I'm not ducking the Bama smoke, and I'm here for all the
Bro,
slander. But
we
Cody is
gotta.
definitely ducking that. By the way,
He is definitely ducking that
I know
after his
he's down
picks
bad. Look,
and
man,
his
we.
Heisman winner losing to who's Heisman
Oh,
winner?
your Heisman winner versus
Yeah.
his Heisman winner.
Uh-huh.
My
I
Heisman
tried to
winner
tell
didn't
him,
do a
man.
lot either. I had Jeremiah Smith, but it's okay. Week
Yeah,
one.
sold my parlay.
He dropped like two catches off rip.
So did Arch with his little dipping ass.
Glad I did not hype
Hmm.
up Arch like that.
Dude, what'd I say? What did
I
I
didn't. I
say?
wasn't glazing him like that. I just said I think he was gonna be a solid quarterback. I didn't. I thought he would maybe crack the Heisman conversation just off a name alone, but not like I thought he was gonna win it. But like he definitely struggled. But we'll talk about him, I'm sure, a lot more this year. So let's just keep pushing because nobody wants to hear about mid Arch Manning right now until he gets better, obviously. So we'll talk about college real quick this week. We start off with Baylor at SMU. Baylor clearly got exposed, I would say, on defense, which we kind of talked about on the pod. Me and Seth picked Auburn. We thought that
Uh,
Auburn just had more offensive firepower, which they definitely did. But now, it's kind of funny. SMU, they are ranked and, I think they're like 16, 17, but they are slight favorites at home. It's only 2.5. The total's 64.5. So they're thinking fireworks in this game, boys. I'm thinking, obviously Baylor's going to want to do a lot better on defense, but their secondary is still kind of beat up. Both quarterbacks did flash in week one. Sawyer Robertson had 419 yards. So granted, some of that was garbage, but 260 for Jennings, Kevin Jennings, that is for SMU. He's a dual threat guy. Baylor's run defense got absolutely worked by Auburn, though, by Jackson Arnold specifically. That was bad. So they got to bounce back another week to do it against another dual threat quarterback. I don't know if they'll learn. I do think this will be kind of high scoring, but last thing I'll say until I give you guys the floor about this is SMU at home. They are 15-1 in their last 16. They play fast. Baylor got some weapons. They did get the ball to Josh Cameron a lot. They kind of just were using him in the second half. It took them until like the third quarter to actually get him involved, but we'll see what they do this week. Obviously, Baylor has dominated this series, 13 straight wins, and they got the scoring advantage for the last few seasons. But I think SMU's on the come up. They made the playoffs last year, so Rhett Lashlee's a quarterback or the coach. He's got those quarterbacks cooking obviously all the time. So we'll see what happens. But what do you guys think? Your initial thoughts on this game?
I think SMU are frauds.
I agree.
I think they're very fraudulent. I think
Breach.
Baylor is going to come out with, can I cuss here?
Yeah, you can
Hmm.
cuss.
So fuck you energy. I mean, you got Sawyer Robertson. What do you throw for three tutties over 400 yards against Auburn?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think they're going to come out and smash. I think SMU's. I don't know. I don't think they're hungry for it. And I think SMU. I think they're going to end up folding. So I have
yeah,
Baylor personally.
yeah. Real
I
quick, Payne,
like.
what is your score prediction for this? I'm gonna try to notate this and keep
Believe
up with
I.
all
I
that.
think I did put a tracker on it. Let me see what I put. Just make sure I say the same thing.
Yeah, let me see what I put.
Oh, I okay. So I just picked Baylor. I do think what would we have that number at? Was it at
Was it
60,
64 and a half?
64 and a
Yeah,
Oh my
half?
that's a
goodness.
I
lot
don't
of points.
I don't know if we're hitting 65. I could definitely see it sitting around like maybe I can think it's floating around it. I could see maybe like a 27-35 type deal. I don't know. 65 is really high, but
I
I
put
could see it getting
thirty-one
close.
twenty-seven, so similar to that, what you just
Yeah.
said.
I think Sawyer Robertson is gonna keep hooping. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Mm.
What's that dude's name? Cole
What?
Wilson.
Is he a wide receiver for Baylor?
Yeah, for Baylor.
Yeah,
Cole Will. I think he had a monster game. It was like 8 for 140, something like that. I know he didn't get a touchdown in there against
yeah,
Auburn, but I think they got some dogs. I think Sawyer Robertson, he's not an elite quarterback, but I think for that system,
yeah.
I think he hoops. And so
So
yeah, I'm hoping SMU gets
Baylor for you.
exposed.
Yeah, I agree. SMU is kind of fraudulent. I think at home it will definitely. I mean, look, they're going to play well. They're not going to obviously get blown out, but like I do think the line is telling you that clearly Baylor's going to be in this thing, and I think they're going to have a lot of offensive firepower. The defense is going to probably be pissed off about what they showed week one. I think 31-27 for me is my pick, and I don't know if it's going to really go under. I mean, what is this game? 12 o'clock? I think the day
Hmm.
games have a chance of going over because these primetime unders hit so much in NFL and college. Because it's primetime and you're kind of more pressure on you. You play a little tentative. And I think like this game could go over, but at the same time, I'm not going to hit overs until I start seeing more of them because this new clock, is sped up. You don't have the first down time. It doesn't stop after every first down until you hit those 2 minutes in each half. But we'll see. I mean, I think both these teams will run the ball well. I think both these teams will throw the ball well. I think defensively, I don't know what to think about either one of them. Baylor's I know is bad, but they'll at least be pissed off. So we'll see. Seth, do you have a score prediction?
I like 21-24 Baylor.
You're going low scoring.
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
You
do
did,
think I just do think that both the defenses kind of ass. I mean, not like ass in a sense, but from what we saw week one, I know SMU got some turnovers, but
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
could
that could
definitely see there
definitely
being some turnovers.
Yeah. Well, I think if there's turnover,
that would
somebody gonna get a
also,
pick six or
yeah.
something. Um,
Also,
Mm,
correct me if I'm wrong. I believe SMU and Baylor are one of the two only private Texas institutions. A little rivalry there. SMU is kind of the rich kid school. Baylor, the not so.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and then
I think Baylor would
TCU is one
travel
of them
well.
too, right? I think
Yeah,
they
they
might.
are too. But I mean, I know that's what only an hour and a half apart from each other. I think Baylor travels. I think, I
Yeah.
think they see this as a big opportunity. Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. I think it might be a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
I think we might be expecting too many fireworks, but who
yeah.
knows? I'm hoping
I hope
Sawyer goes out and throws that thing.
I hope that Bryson Washington, the running back, he's got a lot of potential to be really good. He didn't do a lot against Auburn. Granted, they got down, they had to throw, but I think this week if they want to play ahead, I mean, clearly they're gonna have to get a lead early and establish our run game with him. And then they can finally hit some Josh Cameron quick screens and crossers or something. Get that dude the ball. He's also good in the special teams. We could see a big special teams game from him. You never know. So I
Mhm.
think it'll be fun. Early kickoff. We'll see. Next game is a straight slugfest in Iowa State. 3.5 is the spread for Iowa State at home. 41.5 total. This total's so always so low. And Iowa games are always so low. Lucky to get a 40 total. Home field trends. Historically, Iowa does struggle in Ames. Iowa State had only, they've won in Ames 3 times over the last 20 years. Iowa offensive changes this year so far. Their quarterback, Mark Gronowski, their transfer. I love a G and Owski. I love those names. Gronkowski, Gronowski. What a dog. Anyways, under offensive coordinator Tim Lester, they come in and their ground game was strong. They do always play that old school, run it, down your throat, and then also just play great defense. So Xavier Williams had 122 yards and a touchdown, and then they did get what 310 yards total. So I mean, their best since 2002 to start the year. Clearly, they know what their identity is. Their players that are going to be sideline are kind of important. It looks like definitely they're out 4 or 5 guys. I mean, it could be guys that are just banged up. They might play still, but their offense will be a little bit just one dimensional, and we know that from them. And Iowa State clearly in Dublin put a good performance together. I felt like I underrated them, and I will admit that. Kansas State, I just thought would win that game because of Avery Johnson's legs, but he clearly is not that guy. So Iowa State, yeah, let's see if they go 2-0 this week. I do have them winning 23-17. I do like their quarterback. I feel like they're definitely going to be able to threaten them on offense or on. I mean, I think Iowa State's a good team. I just think they're coached well. They have the quarterback. They got that, experience from last year going to the conference championship. Granted, they did lose some guys, but it's hard to replace guys like Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. But I think they've shown that they got guys to do it. So I'm going to take them until I see Iowa prove otherwise that they can kind of score more than 20.
Yeah, I see Iowa State kind of keep rolling. I don't really believe this Iowa team. I think they're like their third down conversions like a 62.5%. They're giving up on defense. Iowa State, I think they've got better talent. Uh,
Yeah.
you got Iowa, where they're -1 in turnover margin, Iowa State +2.
hmm
I don't know. I think Iowa's very underwhelming, but I do think what was the under again? What was the total again? 40?
41 and a
I
half.
think it still smashes the under. These two teams, their time of possession per game is so stupid high.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could definitely see in it being 12 play field goals over
hmm
punts, and I could definitely see the under smashing. So I would
Yeah.
pick Iowa State to cover, and I would also take the under in that as well. But I think it's gonna be very boring. But Iowa State's gonna end up dominating.
Yeah. So I had 23-17. That means the under would hit by a point and a half, and then it would be a cover for Iowa State.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
I could
So
see that. Did I put it? I don't know if I put it.
Yeah, I like Iowa State.
yeah. I mean, so far we're all on the same teams. I hope that's not going to bite us in the ass.
I
You
mean,
always
I
see the
just
you always
especially
see
with
the
that
graphics. Everybody's picking the same team, and then they lose.
Not so fast,
and
midget.
that
Literally.
motherfucker on
So
TikTok that was preaching the Iowa State that we
oh, that
were
dude in our
that dude. Yeah,
comments.
yeah.
Hey, look,
So I
man.
do. I mean,
You
hey,
don't want
they're
them to win, but
don't want them
look.
to win, but hey,
Well,
they're
that's a
they're
different
looking pretty good.
conversation. We were saying more like Iowa State wouldn't win the Big 12. That's not saying we
Yeah,
think they're bad. We clearly think
yeah.
they're a solid team. I still don't think they're winning the Big 12. I personally, I don't know if Tanner even knows this, but I picked Baylor and Arizona State to go to the Big 12 championship. I was lower on Kansas State and Iowa State, but I feel like I'm definitely going to put Iowa State now, like in that second tier. I do think Utah is pretty dangerous. Devin Dampier looks like a dog, and I feel or Devon Dampier, whatever his name is, I feel like he's a dog. Utah's kind of back right now. They look good against UCLA. Granted, UCLA is dog water, but we'll see. I mean, who else is in that conference we talked about? TCU look kind of good. So we'll see how that goes. SMU's still ranked. I mean, they could be decent, but we said they're fraudulent. So I don't. I still think Arizona State is going to be the betting favorite, but they also didn't look amazing week one. But we'll see what happens. It's still week one. What else is there about this game? This game, yeah, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
nothing. It's really, I mean, defensive standout. I will give this guy some props. Safety Jeremiah Cooper, preseason All Big 12 pick, ball hawking ability. So I mean, watch out for some turnovers. But defensive ugly battle. And then the night games, the first or the last college game we'll talk about here is College Game Day. Michigan and Oklahoma should be fun. 5.5 point favorites Oklahoma is this week, and I think that line moved up from 2.5 even. So I think Monday when I looked, it was 2.5. And total's 45.5. They're also expecting this to be a low scoring game, which these primetime games have been. We know that Oklahoma's got, Brent Venables defensive mind, and then Michigan as well, also defensive minded. Both teams want to run the ball, but you got a quarterback in John Mateer who's more experienced than, Michigan's. And I feel like Bryce Underwood looked good, but we still haven't seen nearly enough. He's obviously a talented guy, but Mateer, Heisman potential, 392 yards, 4 touchdowns week one. Got a good connection with Ben Arbuckle, and they came in together. So I feel like that connection is strong. Obviously, they returned some offensive linemen, defensive line, good continuity. I think that Oklahoma will be a fringe playoff team in my eyes. I don't know if they'll make it, but I think they got a squad this year to do it. So personally, at home, I just will take Oklahoma. I said it before the season started. I think they win this game. I do like Mateer. Underwood's got to show it to me. Even though they look good on the ground, Justice Haynes from Bama put up some crazy numbers week one, and I think he's going to be healthy this year. He was banged up last year, but give me, I don't know what my score prediction was. Let me pull that up again. I think I had, here we go, 24-21, Oklahoma. So,
Yeah, I actually so I'm gonna go against us on this one.
okay.
I have a Michigan feeling. I'm not a Michigan guy. I think John Mateer will be in New York on that night. I don't think he'll win. I do think he has potential to be a Heisman finalist. I think this scheme just kind of fits him really, really well. Transfer from
Yeah.
Washington State, absolutely blowing it up week one. But I think I believe in Bryce Underwood. I don't know. I'm usually not a fan of diva quarterbacks, but something about him just kind of makes. I feel like he's kind of got some swag to him. I think. I don't know. I can see them kind of going in and taking over. And so I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be more 24-17. I think it's going to be in a touchdown. But
Yeah.
yeah, I believe in Michigan. And I think they'll go in, although the numbers would say Oklahoma. I think they've been fantastic on third down defense. And I think their defense will be really good. But I don't know. I'm kind of banking on some Michigan big time plays, busting the field and hitting something over the top. That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how he performs, Bryce, under the lights, big game for him. Clearly, I don't know. I just think that defense for both sides will be really good to keep both the teams in the game. So either, one thing happens at the end, like where Michigan gets a strip sack on Mateer and then they get a chance to win the game, or vice versa. Same thing for Oklahoma. But I do think I'm going to go with the veteran quarterback experience. One thing I have learned in watching all this football forever is that if you have a good veteran quarterback in college, you just got a little bit of a big advantage in some cases. So, not saying it's necessarily in this one because we know how talented Bryce is. If it was like a Joe Schmo freshman quarterback, then I would be like clearly they probably are going to lose this game by a couple touchdowns. But we'll see if that running game is clicking. If they're playing good defense, I think their thing is Mateer cannot beat them on the ground. I think if he's running, then it's going to be a long night. But same goes with Oklahoma's defense and running for Justin Haynes and Bryce. So I think whoever stops the run and whoever doesn't turn the ball over, which is kind of cliche, I feel like is going to win this game.
Yeah, I think Michigan's front seven. So I mean, this whole team isn't really so much star power. I think they're a little bit more well-rounded this year, but I think they're definitely going to kind of lean on that defense. And if they can kind of keep doing that and leaning on them to get those stops and get them as much like field time as possible, let Bryce have as many opportunities as possible. I think that's where they're going to kind of excel. And I can see John
Yeah.
Mateer still having a good game, perhaps, but I don't think he's going to do what he wants per se. I think he's going to be forced to make some decisions and could lead to some turnovers or just some three and
Yeah.
outs.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun. Seth, what do you think about this one?
I like Michigan.
Okay.
I do
Mm,
like old Michi. Um,
Mishy.
Score predict?
I'm probably gonna go 32-28.
Oh,
Michi.
Oh,
oh
Little
my
close
gosh.
battle.
so you go over on the low scoring game, but under on the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Okay. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be right. He's gonna win this whole week again. So I'm not even gonna knock
Somehow,
you.
somehow, dude.
Yeah, let's time out and just tell everybody because I want to see if I can post this on TikTok. So week one picks. Let's do a quick recap. I know Tanner wasn't involved. Let's just start with Cody. Poor Cody. Insert tiny violin. 1-4 week one, and his only dub was the Miami game, and he literally said last second field goal, and I said the score 27-24 correctly. So that was my two out of or one of my two dubs that I had. I picked Auburn and Miami. Then me and Cody both picked Texas, both picked Bama, both picked Clemson. So I went 2-3. He went 1-4, and Seth went 4-1. The guy that watches the least amount of college football on the podcast,
Hey man,
and
I
his
just
only loss was Alabama.
yeah, that would have been lit.
So
I would have been
sorry,
5-0.
man. Anyways, just wanted to say that so we can get that out there. But yeah, so that's college football week two. I think there's I'm honorable mentions here, and help me if I'm missing any. But Ole Miss, Kentucky. I think it's like a 9.5 or 10 point spread. Ole Miss. It's on the road at Kentucky. I think Ole Miss wins that one. What else? Illinois and Duke at Duke is that game. I'm pretty sure
Mm,
that's this week.
yep, that'd be a good game.
Um,
I've had my eye on Louisville, JMU minus 13.5. I think that's going to be an
Yeah.
easy cash.
Mm.
That's not going to be a Saturday game. Um, I mean, last week I probably had one of the best college football weeks of my life, and I
It
really feel
sounded
like
like it.
I'm on a heater. I end up losing. The only loss I had was Notre Dame, which was kind
Yeah.
of silly. I don't know why I ended up trusting the Catholics over the convicts, but yeah, I'll go through my last weeks just so I don't throw
Yeah,
you
you
out
were you were
here.
on fire.
So I lost Notre Dame. We cashed South, these are all straight. South Carolina -7 cash. I actually
Mhm.
got grabbed that -7 at plus 100. I believe the line started
That's huge.
at 10. So that was huge. UVA 12.5. That was maybe if I had a home, I think I would have mortgaged it on that house because that would may have been the easiest cash of all time.
Good
I did
Lord.
pick Ohio State over Texas, one and a
Mm.
half. Tennessee over Syracuse, 13.5.
Hmm.
Tulane over Northwestern. If y'all didn't know this about this game, another one you should have bet your house on.
I
So,
definitely was thinking it.
so in case y'all didn't see, so the game was played almost 20 years exactly after the levee broke, correct? So
Mm.
Tulane made a request to Northwestern saying, "Hey, can we wear these commemorative all whites for this tragedy that happened in our city?" Northwestern declined for them to wear
wow.
white. They could have worn purple. They could have worn
Oh
purple. They didn't
no.
have to wear white. He's like, "Hey, y'all can
That's
wear purple. We'll wear these commemorative whites for this national tragedy that killed thousands of people." They said
I'm
no.
sorry. That should
And
be
so when I saw the line was
vegan.
6.5 and Tulane was
Yeah.
denied the jersey swap, that was,
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't even
Immediate.
lock
know
it in.
that. I
So
didn't
yeah,
know that, but I
that was
picked I
easy.
hammered Tulane too. Yeah.
And then I'm not going to do it this week because it's a little over. But last week, if you can bet Navy, take Navy every single time. Navy is a wagon. They're a wagon last year and they're a wagon this year. Take the over or take the spread because they're going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good to know, Tan. Thank you for the
But yeah,
locks.
yeah,
Yes, thank
man.
you. I'll be looking
Probably,
forward to those
I'll
this
probably
weekend.
lose every one I talked about today. But yeah, we'll
Well,
see how it goes.
that's how it goes out here.
Yeah.
Cody, man, I thought Cody knew ball. He went 1-4,
Cody
so
doesn't know shit, man.
no.
But I
Sorry,
will say
Cody.
the redemption with the Miami by
That
the
was good.
field goal
He
and the
almost
score
went 0 for
prediction
5.
almost
Yeah.
went 0 for 5, but double banged it at the end.
I mean,
Can we
dude,
talk about Jeremiah Love? Is he just like
I don't know
what
what's
was
going
up with
on with
that?
that. Well,
Like
first of all, they only gave it to him 10 times,
and
right?
mind you, just four of those were at the very end of the game where they're like, "Oh shit, he hasn't touched the ball."
Yeah, they're like, we forgot about this
Really,
guy.
really in the meaningful parts of the game, he got 6 touches. I mean, we're talking about
Yeah,
this guy potentially being a Heisman finalist or award-winning back, and
right.
he's not touching the football. That was really weird.
Wait. I don't mean to interrupt you. Can I just segue into say that dynasty purposes, this might have exposed a lot of people this week for not only, I'm not saying Jeremiah Love, but think about Arch Manning looked like crap,
Booty.
right? Then Jeremiah Smith didn't even look that good. Ryan Williams didn't look good.
Ryan
All
Williams
these
almost got taken out of the game.
he did, but it was too, he was dropping everything, got decapitated. But what I'm saying is, all
Yeah,
these dogs, Cade Klubnik, all these people, other than literally Garrett Nussmeier, played so
I'm not
bad.
gonna say that I know ball, but just hand me the Heisman for game
Dude,
You could get it.
you could get that, man.
Lenore Sellers was looking pretty good.
Lenore
Oh yeah,
Sellers,
Lenoris is good.
and can we talk about the USF quarterback? Forgetting his name
Dude,
right
buddy,
now.
Oh,
talking
he's
about
kind
a
of that's
demon.
Barry and Brown or something, right?
He's
He's
got me
pretty good.
feeling nicey. I love watching him, dude.
Dude,
I
that
dude,
guy
I'll
is
create a
fam,
headbutt
dude.
a wall watching him. That was some of
Dude,
the most dude. That was 2010 Cam right there. I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching his son.
Wait,
Absolute.
how much money are these people offering him in the portal? Because there's no way he's not getting a bag from
I
some
don't know if he
SEC
got through
school.
unscathed. Like maybe they like didn't pick him up
under the radar.
or something, and then now he's kind of showing out. But golly, dude, he has me believing that they're going to cover 17 and a half against Florida this week. I think
I'm
he's gonna.
like,
I think he's gonna
yeah.
force at least 17
DJ
points
Lagway didn't
himself.
even look good, so we'll
And I
see.
like Lagway.
I do too. I don't know what happened with him, but I feel like it's week one. We can't overreact. We can, but you shouldn't, I
Yeah,
I
guess.
will.
I kind of wanna
Um,
hear your take on the game, man, on the
on
Bama
the
game.
Bama game, oh, it
Uh-huh.
was okay.
I wasn't gonna
It's
bring it up
fine. You can
You know
first.
I'm
ask.
bringing that up. I'm trying, dude. If Verizon didn't crash literally all day, I didn't have any service. I would have been on the phone with Hayden just to say,
It's terrible.
oh, just to
Yeah, it
call
was.
him to do it.
I think it was soft as Charmin. That's what I gotta say. It was terrible. I feel like defensively, I was more disappointed than the offense because, I thought obviously some casuals were shitting on Ty Simpson, which I'm not saying he played great, but still no turnovers. First start on the road, big game. 254 yards, two tutties was fine. He did look bad in some moments. He should have ran a
Dude,
lot when he didn't.
yeah, I was gonna say
But
that.
how is this all going to be pointed just on him when you have guys on defense not running to the ball? People are
Yeah,
getting
that I saw
blown
that one
up.
clip. I saw that
Dude,
one
there's
clip of
multiple
Buddy.
clips. Nobody's running to the ball. People are getting their heads knocked off. Nobody knows how to stop a nosebleed up the middle. Like, there's literally 4 or 5 yards of carry every time they hand the ball off. So the defense is weak. They've been weak. The defensive coordinator runs this really, it's like a 3-3-5 or 4-2-5, and it's not it. I'm telling you, it's not it. And if like Bama struggles with running quarterbacks, and especially Gus Malzahn, so this isn't a big surprise. But I mean, the problem is that you just had no pressure on the quarterback for one, and then you gave up these two like end around plays, and then an explosive to Squirrel White, which was GG's. And offensively, you ran the ball great first drive. You had like a 16 play drive for a tutty. I thought Bama was looking like they were
I thought
back,
that was it, dude. When
but you
I
That
was
figured
was
like,
out
it.
the offensive coordinator is literally, he's a dog for Washington and Kalen DeBoer when they went to the Natty and they almost, they had a good year, all that, and Penix was runner up. But you're starting to realize clearly this is not the way to play in the SEC and these like Florida State type teams where you need to go on the road and establish a run and not just abandon it when you get down by 10
yeah.
points.
I mean,
So
when the first quarter, I was like, wow. I was like, has Bama had the ball this whole game?
they just
And they
throw,
were
throw,
like, yeah,
throw, and all of a sudden, you get behind, and then you're like forcing shit, and then basically we missed a field goal, and then that could have been like a 7 point game, so it was still 10. And then you go down, you try to like go for it on fourth because you don't trust your kicker anymore, and then you're throwing it, but you should have ran it. All these things happen, and then all of a sudden you're down 24-7. Then you kind of get back in the game last minute. You have a chance to go tie it. You still can't convert on fourth or whatever. You went for it on every fourth down
dude,
imaginable.
that 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 third, it was the third end of the third quarter, third down or fourth down, and I know you know what play I'm talking about, and y'all basically needed to score here, just no
Yeah,
matter what,
had to
anything,
score.
anything, and Ty Simpson's running out left. And he's got all that open lane, dude, right
And
there.
he
And he
throws it in
decides
the
to
dirt.
throw it on the run in the dirt. Oh, dude, I was like,
That's the
oh my
shit that
God.
he has to clean
So
up for
it,
sure.
if I can get on my
Go ahead.
soapbox here, I've had these thoughts since last year. This is very bitter. It's more sweet than bitter. I'll say that. So I've had these thoughts on Kalen since last year, and last year I was saying. One, I don't think he brings when I think Bama, I think stoic, classy, tough. That's what I think about Bama football when it's played correctly. He has none
Hmm.
of those things. He's this be open, be free type coach. He wants to be your friend. He's wearing t-shirts to football. He's wearing t-shirts to games. And it's like the Vanderbilt loss, he's wearing a t-shirt, right? Did the t-shirt lose the game? No, that's stupid. But did it show how he runs things? Like there's a representation of what he's doing. He turned his office into a T-Mobile store. That was disgusting. But
Yeah.
like I think he's soft. I don't think he's ready for this. Like Hayden said, this is not how you run an SEC program. That shit may have flown up there, but it's not going to work down to you. And he's getting exposed for it. And if there wasn't a $70 million buyout, his ass would have been on the first ticket out of Tuscaloosa. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got it. It's as far as I'm concerned, as far as you were talking about not getting to the ball, I don't think the players are conditioned. I don't think if I was a fly on the wall in Alabama practice, I don't think these are the same practices. I don't think these are the same summers. I don't think people looked like they were loafing around. You had Bray Hubbard, who last year I would have thought was one of the most stud safeties in college
Oh
football.
yeah.
He looked slow. He looked lackadaisical, and
Yeah.
it just didn't look like Alabama football. Which to me, it's like, okay, you've had the one and two best college or football coaches to ever
In the
coach a
world.
game. Mathematically, you should never have one again. Fuck Bama at this point. So let someone else get the third best of all time, and make their own little dynasty. I mean, you know what I mean. I've lived my adult life watching Bama
Yeah.
steamroll people, so that
But
I
it's
don't.
like
It doesn't.
they should at least have the ability to go like 9-3, 10
I,
2.
yeah, I could recognize the fact that Bama made a bad hire, and like you should have seen this from Kalen that hey, I'm this hippie, be open, be free type. That's not Bama at all.
Yeah, Bama's
Bama,
Jarrell, run
yeah,
the route again.
damn it, it's cut. I mean, dude, it's
There's some
not Bama. You
slack.
gotta. But again, to go back to, I'll say this: the end, I kind of tied all together. That's just not Bama's stoic. It's classy. It's just tough. That's how Bama plays their best football, and I don't think that's the team that Bama has. Bama has a bunch of guys trying to be social media stars type deal. They all think
Yeah.
they all.
Oh man, I've
You
been
saw it with
seeing that
Texas
too.
too. Same
Yeah.
thing with Texas. All these guys think they're the star, but they're not
It's
playing like
funny.
stars.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to cut you off. But yeah, I
No,
was
go.
gonna say one last thing. What was I gonna say basically? Basically for the point you just made about the Ryan Williams having the podcast, he just ended his Twitch account apparently today. I saw that. So what I'm gonna say about all that real quick, clearly it's happening a lot of places. I think
Yeah,
everybody's getting
everybody's
entitled
getting
and they
money
think
now.
they just make money. Well, I'm not even saying this because it's Auburn. I thought this was very interesting. Cam Coleman, was he not rocking two APs on his wrist in the game?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Cool
crazy. But
guy.
anyways,
That was a cool
so
guy right there.
last thing I'll say about the actual ball on the field, Tanner, you brought up a good point talking about like just yeah, the Bray Hubbard loafing and all that. So, and you said something about the conditioning. I wonder what's really happening because and I'm on the message boards. I pay to like read all this stuff, but basically what we heard was, Jam Miller got hurt, Tim Keenan, the defensive tackle captain, got hurt, and then we had some like right guard that didn't play because he was hurt. Everybody's saying it's all because this year in practice they were going so hard. They were physical, physical, physical. People were getting boomed in practice. Then I'm like, so where the hell was that?
Where's
I
that
don't care
at?
if you're
Yeah.
out three players, where actually was that on the field? Because you never saw it. Besides, one guy that played great was Jeremy Bernard. He was
He's a
awesome.
dog. I will say
He's
that
better than Ryan Williams.
I was gonna bring him up. Jeremy is a guy, which
Yeah,
is
he's a
funny.
guy.
So
He's
this
a
guy
guy.
on college football 25 ultimate
Yeah,
team, that was a goat right there. Jeremy Bernard as a starter card.
yeah.
I think he's tough. I think he plays the right way, absolutely. And Jam Miller being out, the reason it's unfair and why Bama's really catching more than Texas is, in my opinion, is because you set on that pedestal so high. So like when you set up that high, you're gonna fall the hardest kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're
Um,
saying that at one season or a few weeks of catching the most shit, how many titles did you win? You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you got to
mhm,
weigh it. It's like, yeah, I mean, you were the standard. And so
mhm.
you're going to be the first one that like people come after in social media
Yeah.
or in sports media in general. So I hope Kalen can get it together in some way because I don't want to see Bama be bad. That's not good for football. But
Mm-mm.
I'm sure he doesn't need three stooges on a podcast telling him that he needs to shape up. I'm sure he knows that. But I mean, At this point, I think it might be too little, too late, honestly, to make a big change.
We'll see how the rest of the season goes. But I mean, yeah, it's tough out here. I'm never going to shy away from the slander because I feel like it's deserved. And if you want to, critique Bama, you should because they looked bad. They looked horrible. So,
Yeah. All
Quick,
right.
quick, quick
anyways,
here. I
go
know we're
ahead.
moving on.
Uh-oh.
Score prediction for week 2 for this game we're gonna be at.
Oh, the Louisiana Monroe
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. What do you think we're
Ooh, do
gonna
they
actually
cover?
blow
Was
them
it
out?
34 and a half? Is that
Was
right?
that the was that the spread?
Is it 34 and a half, I believe?
I think it is.
Oh, after we just
No,
demoralized
they
Bama right
don't
there.
cover. No, they don't
Yeah,
cover. They
okay.
they they win 42-14. Is that a cover? No, I
Am I
don't know.
stupid? I don't
Wait,
think
what
I
did I
can
say?
count. You said 34 to 14.
No, 42-14.
Is that
So
eight? Is that 18 point
is that
difference?
20? How is that four touchdowns? So how much was the cover? 34 and a half? Yeah, no, they don't cover.
I think Bama covers. I mean, I really do. I think the talent disparity has to be there at a certain point where, I mean, come on. At that point,
Yeah.
it's not about X's and O's anymore. That's literally about Johnny's and Joe's. And I think Bama has to come out and put 49 up on them.
They
And
literally have the number one or
Yeah.
two, depending on what website, overall power ratings, like of players recruit wise, but it's just you can't
I
coach.
think, in my opinion, does this suck? Yes, you got to move past it after, really today. But if Bama doesn't come out and like slug the fuck out of ULM, I think that's when you really have issues at that point because it's
Yeah.
like, what's going on? Like, if you can't have a little blood in your mouth and go take it out on some sixth grader, then what are you going to do?
One thing I'll say is that they looked really good at home last year for Kalen, other than the USF game, which they just had our number. But that quarterback is a dog. But they did beat Georgia at home. They did beat I mean Auburn was Auburn, but I'm trying to think what was the other game? The Missouri game last year. Now, granted, they weren't that good, but they put belt to ass on
Yeah.
Missouri, but they almost lost to South Carolina at home, so I won't act like they were perfect at home. I'm just saying for some reason in his short time at Bama, they've been dog water on the road. So clearly that's a bigger issue is the road games. Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Tennessee, Vandy, and now Florida State.
I don't want to
Um,
bring up this stat, but like he's 5-5 in his last 10.
yeah.
That's
And,
hard.
that was on the road to Vandy started that. And then you had the Oklahoma or Tennessee game on the road, Oklahoma game on the road. Then you had the Michigan Bowl game. And now you have the on the road Florida State game. So I'm not giving it an excuse. That's fucking
Yeah.
horrible. But if you had more home games in the middle of that, I wonder if it would be more like 6-4, 7-3. But I don't know. I just don't know who he is. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
You
we'll
definitely
see.
like to see it travel though. You'd like to see him go
Yeah.
somewhere else
And you
and
know why they
establish.
they lose on the road? Because when you go on the road, how do you win? You play good defense and you run the ball. And they can't do that. So
Did
we'll see.
Jam Miller get too big?
I don't know. He got big and then what did he hurt? His shoulder,
I mean,
right?
he
So
he 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 looks like the Hulk. I
he
mean,
looks
he's
massive.
massive.
No pun
So I'm
intended.
excited to
But
see. All
yeah.
right, we can move on. Sorry, I didn't mean to go out.
NFL, you're good. NFL talk, Cowboys, Eagles this
Here we
week,
go.
tomorrow or tonight if
Week
you're
1.
listening. Week one, we're back.
Fantasy
NFL.
starts. God, I need
Real
to make a
quick,
name
I
for
feel like
myself.
I
Jesus,
feel
I've
like
been fucking awful.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on this game because I mean I do, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to break it down too much because we know it's Cowboys
Yeah.
Eagles. They hate each other.
Yeah.
Eagles Super Bowl champs coming back trying to repeat. Then you got the Cowboys just traded Micah Parsons. What else do you need to know?
That
Eight and a half
Dallas
point
is
favorites,
losing.
total 47 and a half. Well, here's a fun fact. I gotta pull it up in a minute, but as I'm finding it, I'm pretty sure week one. Let me go to it right here. Let's just say underdogs are some locks. Let's go to the tweet I found. Since 2010, favorites getting plus 50% of the bets have gone 79 and 102, two ties. So they're 44% against the spread. 14 of the six favorites in week one with plus 50% of bets to cover. So basically, that was one thing I found, and then I sent the one more thing to Jack. It was most bet teams week one. Eagles -6.5 is number one most bet team. Now it's at 8.5. So
Remember what happened last
um,
time we bet the Eagles?
I don't know. That's what Jackson was bringing up to me.
I bet
I
he
don't know.
was. That
He
motherfucker never
was
forgets.
never forget. So yeah, let's talk about this. What are we thinking here? Is it a blowout or not?
I mean,
I I think it's a literal bloodbath.
I think
Oh,
I think the Eagles
alrighty.
are gonna smack them.
Yeah.
I don't think I know one
Oh,
person on
Tanner,
Dallas's
score
defense.
prediction's crazy. Go ahead. My bad.
what I put?
31-3. Holy. Oh
Dude,
my
I
goodness.
believe
Mine
it.
was 30 to
I knew it was a
17.
blowout. I think Brandon Aubrey might bang like a 70-yarder for the 3 all, so it's going to be from the half field. Yeah, no, I see. What's that dude? What's that? Bresson Schweller, whatever his dumbass name is in
Yeah.
Dallas, the puppet. Yeah, I think Jerry Jones really pointed down a hallway and say, "Hey, do you want to be a coach?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I think that's how he got
Oh,
that job.
Brian
So
Schottenheimer.
whatever his name is, I don't care.
I
And
was
so
like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
As a Mississippi State guy, I have notoriously never supported Dak. I
Mm.
no, I mean, yeah, when he's at State, that was cool and all. He got, fourth rounder guy, gets a job, cool, cool. Then
does a
it
good
just got
job.
the magic went away. I was like, I don't like this guy. I don't really like the Cowboys. I don't like this guy. I don't like he's always hurt. When he no,
Yeah.
he's healthy, he's there. But is he ever really healthy even when he's on the field? And then he uses it as an excuse, like, yeah. So
I think the offense could cook. I hope.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just love
Um,
George.
here's
That's
the
it.
thing. Here's the thing. If they can't run that rock, then they're one dimensional and everybody knows what's going on. They're throwing
But
it.
you have CD and George. I mean,
But the
that's
Eagles
like two
defense is like that.
CDs.
Yeah,
Quenya
Yeah.
that's
Mitchell,
the
Cooper
thing.
DeJean, their linebackers are Nolan Smith, Jahad Campbell. I mean, look,
Yeah.
dude, their
I think they
their D
get
line
smothered.
is going to absolutely feast on the Cowboys O line. Let's go back. What was the? I mean, they just drafted the Cowboys. Did Tyler Booker from Bama to help out the interior. I mean, besides that, didn't they? Sorry, I wrote some notes. I'm trying to pull it back up here. So let's see, real quick. We know the Eagles' strength is clearly their D line. Jalen Carter. You got that dude and Jordan Davis from Georgia. They got half Georgia and half Bama guys on their defense and offense running that thing. But Cowboys
Not
O
a bad
line
way to draft.
questions. Tyler Guyton, or actually it's a team of Tylers on the O line. Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, and Tyler Booker. They barely played together, but guess what? Your name's Tyler. You should be able to cook, right?
We're the
No,
Tyler
I don't think
guys.
so. Hey, we're the
Tyler
Hey,
Tyler
guys.
guys.
shout
Of
out
Of
course we
course,
play
Tylers.
of course
football.
we're giving up 4 sacks a game. God. Oh
No,
man.
but yeah, I mean, what they got Javante Williams and
Miles
my
Sanders.
and Booby Sanders in the backfield. I mean, come on.
Woo!
And Jaden Blue, don't forget.
And Jay and Blue. Hey, don't forget about
Uh,
Jonathan Mingo on the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he might really tear it up.
what about old Gavante Turpin? About him?
Thank God
Is
they
Zeke
just
still
signed
there?
Bland to $1 billion.
Is Zeke still there? Why, you squint hard enough, you look at Booby Sanders, and it looks like Zeke. So, good
Hold on to any
lord.
hope, man. Hold on to
They're
Yeah,
any
getting. I,
hope.
I might change my pick to 31-3.
I think that was an all-time finesse, and we'll talk. I'm sure we'll speak on
Uh,
them for a second, but it was complete. Wasn't a trade. Complete off-season signings. Booby Sanders leaves the Panthers to go play for the Cowboys, and Rico Dowdle came to come be the RB2 in Carolina. What the
why
fuck
do
is
they
that?
not just keep Rico?
We paid Rico like $1 million to come play, and it's like, yeah,
Oh
bud,
my
come on over.
god.
Well,
Come on over, Reek.
we
We
dropped
Yeah,
love
Miles.
you.
Ricky.
We dropped. I mean, not to mention we also fleeced Jonathan Mingo for like a second round pick from the Cowboys,
Yeah.
PFF's worst receiver of the year. So shout
Yeah.
out Jerry.
Here we
But
go.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think there's much else to say.
Oh
I think Eagles
man.
defense eats and tush push will be back in effect. They'll probably push that
Dude,
bitch from the 10-yard line and get in.
I hope the tush push.
Yeah.
I hope the tush push is feast, man.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
man.
need it.
I
I
got
need it.
Saquon in our dynasty, so let's let him rip.
I got
Hopefully,
him
My
in our
hopefully we'll
yeah.
get
Twitter's
some shit.
keeper.
My thought on the Cowboys is for fantasy, it's only up because you're gonna be down so much, you gotta swing it.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah.
maybe they can get Lenora
Yeah.
That's
Sellers next year.
you know
Dude, that
what?
would be a slide.
You
But
know
they might
what?
need some
Maybe just
defense.
maybe so it's documented. We'll say Dak gets hurt again, and whatever top five pick the Cowboys get, they're taking Lenora Sellers in the
Dude,
first round
I
next
mean,
Guess
year.
what?
to be
Guess
Thorne,
fair,
what?
book it,
Guess
book it.
what? That's funny because they traded those picks. So they
Oh
don't
my
even have them.
God!
They
don't they
don't even
have two
have them.
first
Wait, no, they
rounds?
got the Packers. The
Oh wait,
Packers are gonna
I'm
be
tripping. I'm sorry. I was tripping. I'm tripping. You're right. You're right.
okay.
If
No,
they did,
maybe
like,
true.
hypothetically, if they did, that would have been funny. But
Yeah,
I
but
was
no,
I was tweaking for a minute.
I do think just so I can document it somewhere. I do think that could be the best thing for them is to completely
Yeah,
change it up. I mean, they got the Rocket back there with his long
yeah.
dreads now, but I don't think Joe, Bullet Joe, he's poor Joe. He's not
Poor
really going to
Joe.
play that much. I wish he would start though. I really wish the Saints or someone could sign him
Mm,
and let him just hoop.
Dude, the
But
mm.
Saints.
anyway,
Why is Jameis
Jeez.
Winston not starting for the Saints?
they did him
He
Yeah,
should he
dirty.
should he
they
should
did
go
do him
there.
dirty, man. Because they
Anyways, that's
need
gonna be.
anything.
Mm, I hate the Saints, so fuck them. Anyways,
Fuck him.
In the words of
30
Jerry
to
Jones, man.
17 was my prediction, but I'm feeling like it might be worse. So, all right, Chiefs and or wait, Seth, what was your prediction?
um, it was
Cowboys.
28-14 Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
said no field goals. We're just saying screw
We
the
just
kickers.
can't even make
Brandon
them.
Aubrey,
We
he's the
don't
best
even get
player on
I,
their
close.
on their
I'm, I'm in fantasy. I need him to kick.
Hey,
You
you
get two
know,
PATs, bro.
you
Oh
might get
man,
it. You
that
might not.
sucks. I might drop him just because you did that.
Actually, I do
Um,
have a. I'll throw this out here real quick, just because if anyone is stupid enough to tail this, I made a monster player prop with.
Uh-oh.
Never mind,
oh,
it's not gonna load. But I do know for I did take George Pickens to score a touchdown week 1.
okay,
I'm telling
I
you,
can
man,
see
he's
that.
gonna get that
Yeah.
rock laid up.
Wow.
He's
I
gonna
got
get that
my
rock laid up.
Yeah,
Almost wore my Pickens jersey for the pod,
yeah.
but
Wow,
rest in peace. You got
he's a
DK today. That's
traitor.
cool.
Oh wait, yeah,
that's
I could have just
cool.
said his
You should
DKs.
just you should get a DK jersey, man.
Yeah, I
Okay,
Well,
should.
he's
here we
number
go.
4, right?
I got it pulled
I'm
up
excited. Week
now.
1 will be good, dude. Aaron Rodgers back at the Jets. Justin Fields at the Steelers.
Oh,
It'll be fun.
you
It'll
want to
be
know a
fun.
fun fact? You know a
Hmm.
fun fact?
What?
Eagles are number one most bet team to cover.
And then
Number
the
two is the Chiefs.
Steelers.
Number three is the Steelers.
Yeah, but we're gonna fucking lose week 1.
Yeah,
God,
it's literally -3. You're
God
losing,
damn it,
bud.
dude.
You're losing. You're losing that game to Justin Fields.
I can't
Dude, if
wait
we
for
lose the game to Justin Fields, I'll never
You're
hear the
losing.
end of it.
You're losing it.
I'll never hear the end of it.
the Steelers are going to start 6-0 and hit it like 9-7,
Dude, there's a possibility that we could not lose a
nine
game
and
for a
eight, whatever it
minute.
is.
Yeah. The
I'm
Okay,
week
so
telling you, we
the
could
week
win
one
all
through
these
6 is
games.
easy.
I'm telling you, we could
these
start
were these were
hot.
my player props for week 1 that I liked. I took
Mm,
George Pickens touchdown, Jaden Daniels, sorry, 8.5 rush attempts, Malik Neighbors 6.5
mm.
receptions, Brock Bowers 6.5 receptions, Justin Fields 8.5 rush attempts, and Alvin Kamara 28.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, go ahead and send that in the group chat
And in
so we
case
can
you're
lock that in.
wondering,
Yeah, I'm locking that in.
if you were to put like a dollar on it, it'd be a I see I think that'd be a 10 for 1,500.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm locking that in. That sounds like a
I like a
Cody 20
10
leg
for
parlay
1,500.
that he would
Yeah.
put.
If you're
Cody will come into my or he would have came into my room, but
Damn, did he
he would
die?
come in. Nope.
He
Why
died.
you say it like that?
It was so sad. He died, dude.
He would just come in with
Oh
a
man.
18 leg parlay to win like $1 million for $10, and he'd be like, "This is finna
Oh,
hit."
Generational
dude.
wealth.
He's like, "I've been cooking." He'd been cooking for the past 3 hours on a
Oh my
$1 million leg
gosh.
parlay. I
Yeah.
respect the
Well,
hustle.
hey man, it's bound to hit one day. Chiefs.
Brazil.
They're wait, go ahead.
Brazil.
Brazil, yes. Chiefs -3.5 at at their versus Chargers in Brazil. Total is 46.5. Quick, some quick notes. Mahomes. Excellent week 1, 6-1 record as a starter, while Andy Reid is 10-2. Chiefs do kind of struggle against the spread. They're 4-10 in their last 14 games. Chargers are 9-3 against the spread in their past 12. Defense for Kansas City's got to watch out for old Lad McConkey, old Ladidi. And
DD.
Trim McDuffie's a good
Okay,
corner. Spagnolo, good
that's a good one.
DC. And, obviously, I think what Keenan's back for the Chargers. They got Trey Harris. They got Amari Hampton. Najee's supposed to play a little bit. So, got to watch out for those guys. Then, obviously, Chargers defense kind of interesting because last year they were the best scoring defense. And then they lose Bosa, which who knows if Bosa's really washed or not. We kind of saw him look kind of mediocre last few seasons, but we'll see if the Chargers still got them dogs on defense. We know they're always kind of solid with Harbaugh. So I mean, we'll see. It's a good game, for both these teams to get out there and see who's really going to set the tone for that AFC West. But I am going to pick the Chargers, and I know it's kind of crazy because the Chiefs always seem to win, but I really feel like the Rasheed Rice thing kind of scares me because I know they got Worthy. I know they're going to play well. I just think like the Chargers are due because literally it's crazy how long it's been since they won. I think it's been since 2020. I'm sorry, 2021 since they beat the Chiefs. So they're due for a dub. They got a better team right now. I feel like all around than they've had in the last 4 or 5 years. So give me the Chargers like 24-20.
I like it,
Yeah,
dude.
I think they might still be due after this game. I think the Chiefs travel better. I love Jim Harbaugh. I think he's a fantastic coach. And I think the Chargers will end up being good. They just always find a way to be elite and not win games. Like
Mm,
you blink your eyes, you look at it, you're like, they're really good. This team, they got to be a playoff team, right? And it's like,
mm,
no, no, they're
Mm,
not. And
maybe.
I don't know. So I think this is also a really telling year for the Chiefs because I don't think they really have the next up right here. I think like this is gonna be where you can kind of tell like is this gonna be, Bills, Ravens? Is it gonna be one of them who are gonna kind of take over? Because I think the Bills and personally I think it's the Ravens in the end of it all. I think they're a little bit younger and I think they have a little bit more to them. But like I think the Chiefs do win this game. I don't think they're gonna have a great year per se, but I think Mahomes kind of keeps it going in some bullshit way. He's gonna win, and so I'm gonna take Chiefs. I'll probably say somewhere in the realm of 24-17. I think I had that score
mm.
earlier, but I think it's gonna be in that realm as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I like
Marion
that.
Hampton, I am excited to watch though. I think he's gonna be
Yeah,
great. Jim loves to run the football. What's the
yeah.
offensive coordinator name?
Oh, it's Gus, or no, not Gus. It's the dude from the Greg Roman from the
Yeah,
Ravens.
I know his whole vision is to run the damn ball, which I love. And I think
Yeah.
Omarion and One Eye Najee back there, I think that's going to be the I formation. But
Pirate Naj.
they're going to be, I think they're going to run the ball, run the rock, and I think they're going to abandon the pass a little bit when they should be passing. I think that's how it's going to go.
I did not G you there.
Mm.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Somebody made that, and it was like a logo of him as a pirate with a patch, and it was his fantasy name.
Holy shit, that's so fucking funny, dude.
I love that, man. But yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be rough for him.
I
But
like
we'll
Chargers,
see.
dude.
Also,
I think
Chargers.
Chargers got this in the bag. Either Kelsey's gonna have a year where he's literally the best tight end he's ever been, or he's gonna have a year where he's not doing nothing and he's gonna
yep,
get hurt and retire.
boomer bust.
Yeah.
I really
Can
don't
we
think
get
there's any in between.
can we get rid of these international games? They're not like the dumbest thing ever.
So dumb.
Like
So
they're talking
dumb.
about putting a Super Bowl in London and all this stuff. Like the
No.
turf sucks. The fans don't care that much. Like that,
No.
that's stupid. And
It's
like
already expensive enough to go
it's
to a
so
Super Bowl.
expensive. You get players getting hurt. Like we're
And then
playing
you
on
want
Yeah.
me to
soccer
travel to
fields.
London, cut and watch this game?
No.
Cut. I
I
gotta
They
think
be
it's
just
a
dumb.
millionaire.
they just want all those overseas fans, which they don't really matter, honestly. Sorry.
No,
I
they
don't
don't.
Not
care.
like you'll ever
I don't
see
care.
this, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're
Fuck
never gonna
you.
see it. But like, I just think it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna keep happening because they love money. So I don't know.
That's true.
Ravens,
Yep.
Ravens, Bills though, not in Brazil. It's in good old USA. In Buffalo, we know again.
Hell yeah.
And what was that? Ravens -1.5. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting. I think the Bills apparently. I was reading something. Their fans are tweaking for this game. They're
Oh,
apparently
I bet.
they're banged up, and I think what was it? I guess Hard Knocks I was watching, and their defense still scares me. Like not in a good way. Like I don't think they're that good. And offense, we'll see about Keon Coleman if he takes that second year leap. I wasn't ever that high on him, but I do think he'll be a better player this year than he was his rookie year. I think they brought in Joshua Palmer to help out on those
Hey,
go
they
balls. I
they just
think.
got Gabe Davis back too.
It did. Yeah.
Uh,
Shiver me timbers. Gabe Davis is back.
they've got
Yeah,
three wide
yeah.
receiver
What's up
threes.
with everybody reuniting with their wide
I don't
receivers?
know,
I
dude.
love it.
It's like we're in 2020 again.
Where's AB?
Where's Julio? Where are
Naked.
they
Yeah,
at?
naked.
God.
Still on the run. I'm pretty sure. Actually,
Oh man.
I don't think he's
Well,
came back to the U.S. or else he'll
looking
be
rough.
arrested for
Well, he
attempted
was
murder.
routing up Shiloh Sanders the other day in practice, like on some field. So I
Yeah,
mean,
probably in India or somewhere
no, it was just
crazy.
like in Florida. He was routing them up though.
Oh, he signed
Side
back
Um,
note,
in.
I don't know if you guys remember this when we all three of us went to that Hawks game way back when in high school. And
Yeah,
I
we
don't
yeah.
know
were
if
on
you
the we
remember
were on
this
the
part.
court.
I don't know if you remember this part. Yeah. So you remember the artist Silento was at that game. They shouted him out. He was across the court from us,
Hmm.
Oh
like on the
yeah.
other side of the floor. I'm like, oh, that's Silento. That's watch me whip. So
Oh, okay, okay.
watch me nay nay.
Uh,
And so so go ahead. Anyway, I saw this happened like a year ago, but I thought about you guys when I saw this. Silento stabbed his cousin 27 times and, and was
Oh
on the
my
run for
God!
murder.
silent though,
What
not
the
so
fuck,
silent.
The watch me whip,
buddy?
watch me nay nay guy stabbed his cousin
I
27
wonder if he was
times.
whipping that thing in there.
I don't,
No,
but
terrible.
then they forget a whooping. But
Name tried to stab you 27 times.
but yeah, I thought about you guys at some point in 2024, I think, when I saw that.
Crazy, Tanner. What?
What a
All right,
pull!
what a
What a
people.
pull!
Yeah,
Don't know if
hey.
you remember this guy, but yeah, he's terrible. He stabbed
Yeah,
somebody.
he's just fucking awful guy. He's on
No,
the
I
run for
don't.
murder.
I do
I think he
remember.
got 25 to life if I remember seeing that correctly. But
Jesus, man.
Oh man, this poor guy.
yeah,
Well,
but my score for the I'm also going to contradict myself because I just sat here and said I think it's the Ravens in the AFC, but I have the Bills 30 to 27 overtime
ooh,
win.
I
whoa,
Overtime
mean,
win.
it's gonna be a battle, dude. The NFL knows how to
whoa.
script things and make people play certain people, and now it's like how
Yeah.
Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers is playing the Jets. It's like Lamar is playing Josh for the MVP.
Mm,
It's like
mm.
an
So
MVP battle there.
I think it's going to be a really fun game. I think it's going to be one of those games where the Ravens come out with that like that option set and they're going to dominate in that first half. But something's going to happen. They're going to stumble and Josh Allen's going to capitalize and it's going to go down the wire. So I'll take the 30 to 27 in regulation, but I think I could see it being a fun over. I think for the fans it'd be a fun overtime game.
Yeah.
It should be a fun game for
I
sure.
had Ravens 26-23. I don't know. I just think they're the line's interesting. 1.5. I mean, they're on the road. I do think they're the better team. I'm high on the Ravens. I think they're going to the Super
Me too.
Bowl,
I
but
think they're great.
they're due. But we'll see. Bills at home is the problem. But I think Bills early in the year also interesting. Like I don't know. And the Ravens too. I just think Bills in the winter clearly got an advantage. I do think Josh and Lamar will ball out. What separates this game to me is going to be Derrick Henry running that thing on like for 150 yards, which he
Hmm.
did that first game they played last year before the playoffs. Like that early game in the season was prime time, and the Ravens were at home and they destroyed them. So I got the Ravens in a close one.
I think it'll be fun no matter what. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
be
I
really
got the
fun.
Ravens.
It's
Fantasy
not.
wise, what else are we looking for besides the big quarterbacks and the running backs? I mean, any tight
I
end action
mean,
here? We got Mark Andrews and Kincaid. Likely's out, so it should be a Mark Andrews day. For me, I need that. I'm praying
Yeah,
for it.
you talking about for that game
uh,
or fantasy in
For
general?
the fantasy
fantasy.
for aspect for that game, just for that week one.
Yeah, so I have Derrick Henry,
Mm.
and so I definitely like to see that option kind of running. You know what's weird? It's so weird about him. Like he's so fast, but he's so slow out of the back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's like he either gets like either falls down for like none or one, or he's out for 80. Like it really feels like no in
Yeah.
between. But yeah, no, I kind of bank on him, and I also have Zay Flowers is one I need to see do something this year. He was a
I
route
agree.
magician in college, and then we get to the NFL, and he has like one of the lowest red zone efficiency ratings among
Hey, Tanner turned into a baby. Oh my gosh.
wide receivers, and
They just went on Jay Flowers here.
wait. And yeah,
Sorry.
so it's
Go
really
Oh
weird
man.
to see that because like I don't know, you would think when you kind of get close, a guy who can run routes so efficiently like him doesn't
Yeah.
get the ball.
Yeah.
And so hopefully this year they kind of see him like, hey, this is a guy we need to retain for Lamar. He's young, he's fast, he's athletic as hell, and he can catch the ball. So maybe this year he kind of turns it up, and I have him in a dynasty, so I kind of betting on him. But
Yeah.
I like to see Zay Flowers maybe have a day.
I don't have anybody off of the Bills
Really?
or Ravens in fantasy. Well, yeah, I got James Cook,
Oh wait, I got
so I hope he
Josh Allen in the
cooks.
dynasty that we're in.
Yep, you do, because
Mm.
you're a little rat.
Okay, all right.
Hmm.
What was that other thing I was going to bring up? Oh, the year before we had in this game, Mark Andrews drop for that 2-point conversion, and then we
Mm,
had the year before it was Zay Flowers with a fumble at the one versus the Chiefs
Yeah, I
for
remember that.
the
they're
championship. So
locking in this year.
they need to figure that out in big
Third time's the
games.
charm, unless Derrick Henry fumbles at the end.
No, no, don't
I
even
don't
wish
think
that
he's
voodoo.
physically capable of that.
No.
He is. The
Oh,
Steelers made him do
Lamar
that,
cannot keep throwing picks in big games though.
except for the last game because I think
I
he
think
had like
Lamar gets
200
this dub
yards on us.
because they should have given him the MVP again, but they got fatigue. I don't know.
I agree. Him or Saquon. I mean, Josh is good,
Yeah,
but
Josh was good, but yeah,
I think
nothing crazy.
Lamar's stumble in the middle of the season is what halted him from getting that MVP, while Josh kept excelling.
Yeah, and he
Even though
probably did more with less, I guess.
he did,
Yeah,
that
he
is
definitely
true.
did.
That is very
So,
true.
he doesn't have Derek, and he doesn't have like a good Mark Andrews and likely at tight end, and the defense is better for the Ravens, so I get that. But fantasy takes before we end the show tonight. Anybody want to have one hot take for the year and one hot take maybe for the week?
mm, yeah.
I got a hot take. Go
Steelers are
ahead.
winning a playoff game this year.
Is this for fantasy or just life?
Oh, we're
He's
just oh my
he's
bad,
just
my bad.
spitting.
I'm just shit. I was just letting y'all know that
Okay.
the Steelers are
Hey,
winning
Might
you're
not
a
let it
so
fly.
playoff
That's
game.
gonna be 100 years old saying Steelers are winning a playoff game. No, they're not, but they're 7-10.
No, we're not. We're
Uh,
not 7-10. We're not gonna
yeah,
have a winning or losing season till Mike Tomlin is
you're
gone.
not gonna have a winning season until he's gone. Oh man, I was gonna say Torrey Horton is a sleeper for me this year, not because I have him in one of our dynasties or one dynasty that I'm in, but because he's already a wide receiver 3 for the Seahawks. He's looked good in the preseason, and little old Cooper Cup, I feel like is gonna be a little
Little
washed. Not this year, but
dude,
soon and later, maybe this year, but not till the end of the year is what I'm gonna say. So I think Horton will be a baller next to JSN.
I think my two on fantasy for speaking of tight ends, I think Evan Ingram is going to fit really well in the
Yeah,
in the Denver offense. I think
hope
yeah,
so.
I don't know if he's stupid or not. My whole belief whenever I hear about Denver players is like for Sean Payton, you need to be like one of the you might not have to be the most athletic, but you got to be smart. And I believe he is. I think Bo Nix is going to be smart with a lot of tight end option routes, and I think Evan Ingram still has that juice to really make some plays. I think he's
yeah.
going to fit in really well. I think he slipped really far in a lot of leagues. I have him in a lot of leagues just because of the
Mhm.
value there. And then little bit of a homer pick. I think Tetaroa McMillan ends as a top five
Yeah.
receiver in the NFL.
Oh,
Okay,
please.
I
Even as a Falcons
think
fan, I
okay.
want him to ball out.
I
So,
think with especially with Thielen being gone and Jalen Coker being placed on IR,
yeah.
so now we're looking at the receiver core of Xavier, Tet, and announced today Hunter Renfrow will be starting in the slot.
Dude,
Ooh.
he's a demon, bro. I don't care what anybody says,
He
dude.
was
He's a demon.
released. He was released from the
Yeah.
initial 53 man. Since then, Adam Thielen was traded for picks, and Jalen Coker placed on IR, which let us bring him back. I honestly thought when they did that, Jimmy Horn Jr. would be up next. That's a
Yeah.
sleeper pick, by the way, for future years. Jimmy Horn Jr. has really been putting it on in practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think Tetairoa McMillan ends up being a top five wide receiver by the end of
Yeah.
it all. In one category, I couldn't tell you what it might be. I might probably end up being receptions if I had to pick one out of the triple. But yeah, that's going to be my take for there. It's Tetairoa and Evan Ingram.
I would love
I
that.
like it.
I do have Tetaroa in one dynasty, and then I have Evan Ingram starting at one of my other dynasties, or maybe he's in two, but he's definitely starting in one. So I like that. But I was gonna say I like Torrey Horton as a sleeper. But for the this week one fantasy, I got a hot take.
Okay.
Joe Flacco is about to cook the Bengals defense. And I
You're
think
not lying.
he's like a top 5 lock this week.
I'm
Just
glad
for
I
even
got
if
Jerry
they
Judy.
lose, I think Flacco's putting up damn near 30 points, probably 25, but yeah.
Jerry Judy going dummy.
I don't hate that. I think
We'll see.
I would love to see Joe Flacco fucking rip it.
Just rip it
Dude,
one more time, man.
I mean, he's
I've
still
got
got it.
Yeah,
I've got
he's
two.
got that arm.
I got a running back and a wide receiver.
For what?
The
this week.
sleeper, no, just
Uh,
sleeper in general. That's gonna eat this year. You need him.
okay.
Is Ollie Gordon
Oh
for the
yeah.
Dolphins? He's gonna feast because A-Chain's definitely
Banged up.
a hurt machine. And then Isaac Tesla on the
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lions. He's a little. I know they got Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra, but I
Yeah.
think that he could still definitely be a disgusting third option, if not become the second option.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I've got both of them in a lot of leagues.
Actually,
Yeah.
I do have one more who I was on a soapbox for, who I think will make and break 12-man leagues. RJ Harvey.
Mm.
Mm,
I didn't want to bring him
yeah,
up right after Evan Ingram, but I think by the time the season's done, I think his production is going to be insane.
I like that too.
If you
Yeah.
have him
I
in the
like that
12-man, I
too.
think he really could make or break your team.
And so it was a little bit of a later pick too.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
good value.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the Broncos are. I picked them to win that division, which is crazy, but I did. But that was like plus 300 some odds. I don't know. I just feel like they're loaded on defense too. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun, doing this show. I gotta go though. I'm just
Yeah,
busy, but I
no, you're
really
good.
had a good time. Thanks for joining, Tanner. Obviously, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
come back. So next week is
Hey,
pretty good. Probably this same time next week.
did we need to do make the sleeper pick'em
I
thing?
know. I got to do that
Please,
tonight.
please,
Also,
please,
can
please,
people
please,
pay?
please.
Can people pay?
Dude, bro, I
I
don't
don't
under
know.
how hard is it to send
I
$25?
don't know. I don't
Yeah, dude.
know.
I,
Like, are
I
we
didn't
really?
I didn't want to be mean because I don't know these fuckers, but when he was talking about his I was like, dude, I don't need your whole fucking life story. Like just give me $25.
I just think like I hear you. It's just one day like just send me the money. Like I'm not even tripping if it's
Who
next
else?
week
Who hasn't
now, but
paid?
it's just like Jay, Jimmy, Peyton, and Nathan. I think, or I could be wrong. If it's
It's like
oh,
half the
it's
damn
it's
league.
it's four guys, and maybe it's not Jimmy, but it's
I
one
hope
of.
it's not Jimmy. I don't think it is Jimmy.
It's not Jimmy. It's
I'm
sorry, Jimmy.
thinking
If you're listening, it's Jay.
Did Braxton get his thing figured
Oh, it's
out?
Braxton, bro.
Braxton.
Braxton.
Braxton, dude.
I'm about to, I'm about to get that boy. Nah, I don't know what happened.
You might just have to eat the
His money,
25.
his money is in that account, like in the wallet. He just won't put it into the league. So that's what's
I
going
don't
on.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
We
Anyways,
need to
fun
get it
times here.
going, man.
It's tomorrow. It's tonight if
No,
you're listening. But yeah,
yeah,
Hey,
you
it
need to
probably is on.
honestly if you don't get confirmation from them, I would dead ass drop their best player.
that would teach everybody a lesson, though.
I mean,
Or not even best player. I would maybe say, hey,
It's like a
I
player.
would tell them which league is this for again? Sleeper or ESPN?
This is for the ESPN league.
Okay, I would tell them this just so like because this is a for real option and it's not that crazy.
You have
Be
no
like,
keeper.
no, I was gonna say, hey, pick you gotta pick three people on your starting lineup right now. And I'm gonna choose which one gets dropped.
Yeah.
Because like then it's not
Or
like okay, your first round pick, your second round pick's not getting taken, but you're gonna lose someone that you wanted.
yeah, just like one of those guys on your bench. I guess
Not
that's
even.
true.
It's
I
gotta
could
be a
just spin a
starter.
wheel. Ooh, okay. Or I would just say whoever's in your flex is getting dropped. Or something. I don't
I
know.
would say there's gotta be something because like
then somebody gonna put like fucking Kareem Hunt in their
mo mo
flex.
motherfuckers just they're no, I mean they're just gonna let shit slide. Like they're just
Yeah.
that's how people are. They're just
So
gonna
should I
act
just
like it never
be?
happened.
I should just be a crazy commit. It's just what I'm hearing.
I mean, dude, I'm surprised you haven't been already.
Me, look, trying to be nice. It's
Well,
all
I
also
know
right.
these are the
you're a
same
nice
people
guy,
that
man.
like if they never paid but they won, they'd want the money.
That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
fair.
Like, if you
That's
win, you ain't
facts.
getting the money. So, um,
That's
that's gonna be
facts.
interesting. So, anyways, it was fun. Next week we'll do it
Yeah,
again. Obviously, football's back. We're here. So, just so happy. Send the locks that you had, Tanner. We'll
Dude,
just keep talking and figuring out what we're gonna do this weekend for that. But yeah,
yeah. I can always send something if whatever you want for player props or whatever. I'll send you whatever slips
yeah.
I have.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna probably hammer the Eagles to cover. Like, I don't know if the full 8.5, but I don't know. I gotta do something tomorrow night.
For real though, hammer for y'all's own benefit, hammer the Louisville line and hammer the UVA is
Navy?
like
Oh,
plus 2.5, and that I think
okay.
that's smacking.
Bet.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm
Well,
putting. I'm
Bet.
putting my house on those.
sounds good. Well, this was the Muff Sports Show. I'm your host, Hayden Haynes. That's Tanner McReynolds joining us for the first time. And then that's
Woo!
Seth Killen. And we'll see you boys next week. It was fun. Y'all be safe. And we're
Yes,
out.
Appreciate it.
sir. Deuces, boys.